Yeah, that's crazy. I just want to go back to the beginning right here because I want you guys to hear this real quick. This is crazy. It's kind of telltale the way he starts it off, and then we're gonna really deal with the heart of the matter.
Yeah, my dad don't care nothing about me. He got me out here homeless. Jamie Foxx, does everybody know him? Yeah, he got me out here like real down bad, and then trying to deny me. That's the crazy part. And don't care nothing about my mama.
Already is Jamie Foxx got me out here sleeping in my car like there's some type of action that Jamie Foxx is taking to keep this man from achieving his dreams. This is crazy. And then a few sentences later, he says that he don't care nothing about my mama. Now, obviously, you're from a relationship that did not last with Jamie Foxx. And I'm sure you got to get how life works by now. Okay, he doesn't have to care about your mother. You understand? The fact that you were born a silver spoon shows that he did not forsake his parental obligation. And the fact that you're sitting here trying to be in grown-ups' business, he didn't even care about my mother, shows that you're not even here for you, man. You're saying you're homeless and you need help, right? Why are you wanting us to know about how he feels about your mother? So it's like you want to slam him at the same time. But we're going to deal with the heart of the matter. Let's get into it. All right, the first thing I'm going to call out is the victim mentality and a lack of accountability, okay? The first thing I notice in his speech is a complete lack of responsibility, okay? Accountability. He says, I'm living in my car. I've been living in my car for two or 3 years. I've got problems of my own. I've got children on my own, and I don't get help with nothing. I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth, and I was left. I'm just now learning to fend for myself or get it out the mud for myself. This tells us that he believes that he's entitled to his father's provisions. His father. He doesn't take ownership for any of his own behaviors or responsibilities, right? As a man. Instead, he blames Jamie Foxx. Okay, Jamie should still be providing for him. Now, the key problem with this, or the key contradiction is, he talks about being born with a silver spoon. Now, this means he had advantages that most people didn't. Now he's in a state of lack. But he doesn't say how he lost the advantages, right? But instead of asking, what can I do differently? What could I have done differently? His problem is, why won't dad fix it for me? Right? He states he's just now learning to get money for himself. Right? But up until now, he's dependent on his dad and others. Now, this is rather than building his own financial life, right? But if you now know how to get money for yourself, why are you here complaining and wasting time? The moment you become aware, you are no longer ignorant. So why still sit in the car and whine? Right? So check this out. This is actually the opposite of accountability. Okay? They're not acknowledging their role in the circumstance. They believe only external factors are the cause. And that brings me to part 2. Resentment towards his father, okay? And wealthy people overall, okay? He says, these celebrities are not who they say they are, right? Like all celebrities. Y'all are making these people richer, trying to discourage us from supporting or listening to them, right? These famous people don't care about their own families. Anecdotal. Forget these celebrities. They're so selfish. Right. If you're poor, you shouldn't even be watching them. I'm supposed to have something in my bank account. See, clear entitlement.
All right. Normally, I agree with the things Kevin says on his videos. I'm surprised to hear what I am hearing from him on this one. The whole vibe makes me feel like he's strictly just trying to stick up for the, stand up for the celebrities. Maybe he's trying to get in good with that circle. I don't know. It doesn't seem like he's really giving this I don't want to call him a kid because he is of adult age, but it doesn't seem like he's giving him a fair shake in this situation. This is just looking at the demeanor and the attitude coming from Kevin on this one. It seemed like he's really just attacking that dude, right? I'm not feeling I'm not feeling a balanced perspective on this video. I'm gonna put the link in the description so everybody can watch the whole thing. He shows the whole the clip of the dude speaking, and then he reacts to it. It was too long for me to put all that in here, but the whole vibe is like, it seems like he's specifically just trying to defend Jamie. I don't know if he has a personal relationship with Jamie or whatever the case may be, but it doesn't seem like there's balance. And for me, in my opinion, on what this dude is going through, the leaders are the fathers of the household. Regardless of the mistakes to break down the household they made, they hold the accountability for how those children turn out. It seems like, from what I heard, I don't see this kid as trying to reach out to his father or to speak to him. I don't think he wants anything to do with him. I think he's on here for two reasons: to expose the BS that's going on with celebrities, and to try and make a name for himself, or get some notoriety so he can find a way to make more money. I don't know. I don't blame him. He's been left to fend for himself, so what do you expect? What do you expect a child to do when they're left to fend for themselves? If you're having children with no plan, no goals for those children, what are you having children for? Right? If you're having a child and you have no goals or plans for that child, but to let them fend for themselves, what are you having them for? That's selfish, right? The only thing I could think of for them to be having children is for their own personal selfish reasons. If you have a child and then abandon them, and I'm not saying, I mean, according to the video, it seemed like Jamie abandoned him. He said that Jamie doesn't claim him as his son. He only sent money to the mother because he didn't want to be with the mother, whatever the case. It sounds like he clearly abandoned the dude. Okay, it's another situation where, I mean, it's one thing when he had a baby by a female he didn't want to be with, but he still tries to be in that child's life, versus just completely abandoning the situation and throwing money at it. I don't understand how Kevin can defend that. Or I don't understand why he would go to the extent of trying to defend that. That is crazy to me. But it seems like Jamie completely abandoned his son and only threw money to deal with, maybe he was on child support, or maybe he just didn't want to get put on child support. But if you're not there for the child physically, of course that child is going to feel abandoned. And he's gonna have resentment towards you for that, as he's expressing. You brought him into this world, and you gave him absolutely no guidance, no support, other than throwing money. And then you cut him off and let him fend for himself. The whole purpose should have been to create a legacy. The whole purpose of having children is supposed to be about building and creating a legacy. When you're building something, that son or that daughter should should grow off of that or build on that. The son usually would be the one you expect to build on top of what you built, so that your legacy and your family lineage can benefit in the long run, working together to build. And we all know that the Matrix is all about destroying that, right? And so for Kevin to speak against his the son like that, that's a Matrix mentality, man. Because to sit up here and say this dude is wrong for what he's doing, when that should be what we would expect him to do if he's abandoned by his father. You would expect him to speak out on it in this day and age. This is social media era. And his father is not just anybody. His father is a millionaire celebrity that carries the image of being a good person. People look up to that celebrity. And so his own son is disappointed in him. And so, of course, he would feel like others need to know what's really going on, or the mindset behind these people that are guiding or inspiring the children, because Hollywood is evil. So if you're looking up to a Jamie Foxx and you want to be a part of that, you're going to be mixed in with a lot of evil people trying to follow that direction that Jamie went to. So you need to be aware of the type of people in that environment, right? He's doing a public service, in my opinion, by exposing that. He's doing the next generation a service by exposing that. So who are we to tell him that he shouldn't be doing this? But back to, what are you having children for, if not to have a plan for them to build on your legacy? No celebrity children should be living on the streets, unless that child is a drug. Done fell into the wrong crowd and got into drugs and is really just tearing down everything you built. I don't see, and even then, you know what I'm saying, the circumstances vary, but it should not be easy to just abandon your child. Look, Biden's son got all type of stuff going on, but he's still supporting his son. We don't have nothing to say about that. But a Jamie Foxx is not supposed to care. Jamie Foxx is okay for as long as Jamie Foxx sent money, it's okay. That's what I got up out of this video. As long as Jamie sent money, it's okay. This son ain't got nothing that he could rightfully speak on about the situation. That's what I got from this video, and that's crazy to me. The children didn't ask to be here. And when you actually care about something more than yourself, the act of having children is about building something. And so your whole mindset throughout the process is to raise this child to build off what you have built. Teach him the things you have learned so that he don't have to go through what you went through. He'll have his own challenges doing the things to elevate what you built. So, I mean, clearly, we in this matrix and our mind is gone. Like, the fact that we think it's okay to abandon our children or leave our children to fend for themselves, that is crazy. It don't matter how old he is. Family is supposed to be family. The only reason we think it's not okay for you to be staying with your family into your adult years is because the Matrix tells you that. You're supposed to be with your family throughout your entire life. That's how we survive. That's how we as humans have been operating up until not too long ago, when that family structure started to get broken down by the leaderships. When villages was up and going, it consists of your entire family. You would go to other villages to find the parents or whomever would go to other villages to find a wife. If it's a boy that's looking for a wife, he would get the wife. The wife would come from that village and come live in his village, and they would raise children and grow their village. If it was the other village with the son, the wife would come from another village. That's the natural order of things. It is nothing wrong with working with your parents throughout your life. You're supposed to do that, because when your parents get of age, they should be able to retire, not have to work, while you keep the roof over their head until they get called home. That's the natural order of things. The Matrix got our mind twisted, and I'm surprised to hear Kevin go to the route he went on this, and so I had to speak on it, not necessarily to combat Kevin, but to speak up for these kids, because apparently we losing sight of that, and gotta get back on track.